Crafting Sunday on the 999 ASMR Tarot Visual Textures. These are the buttons you could push if you like the content. And so we're going to be working today on trying to build a new Christmas card design. I am a Christmas design. I have a big order of Christmas cards, and I need to do something that's faster than 40 minutes. And so if you were watching last night, this is what we did last night as far as a Christmas card. And so fold it in half like this. And here's the card. I'm going to put some varnish on this to bring out the colors and so forth. But we'll just put this over here. Now that's a new design for this year, and so we're just gonna treat this paper like it was watercolor paper, though it's a mixed media paper. I'm going to use some of this painter's tape to mask, and I want to just really want to try something. See, trees are what kind of like a Christmas tree or something. They're kind of a triangular shape. Maybe it looks like this. And then and like this. It's not quite. I have two pieces. I cut two pieces of paper like this, so in case this one is not quite right, we can do another one. Maybe I'm going to reposition the tape here so it has some headroom. I want to give it some headroom. Maybe like that. And then, so we'll paint within the lines. Last night we used the acrylic paint like watercolor. And just so it just kind of did many layers of thin colors. Hi, welcome, Aaron, welcome. Just gonna do this down here and then peel that paint off. And so let's try something. I think I'll use this brush here, and I'm going to go down and put a layer of this reflex red. This is red here. Reflex red is what it's called, or rose. It does look like pink, but it's really it's a color that reflects light. It reflects light, and so we're going to take this color, and then I'm going to make a purpley color. This here, over here, is a magnesium hue. I don't know if I'm any good at that. I don't know what good at that means. I have lots of room for improvement. So I'm going to use some of this magnesium hue here. And what we're doing with adding the water to it is making the colors transparent. And when you add well, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to make more transparent colors. And I'm just adding a little water to it. And then we'll add some maybe just to get a different shade, I'm going to add some of, whoop, that's dry, so we're not going to use that. That was a Aziliron Crimson, so we're going to come in with this and make a nice purpley color with the reflex rose and the magnesium hue. And so maybe we'll just run like, maybe we'll just tone it down a little bit with some titanium white. And yeah, let's do that. So it has a kind of a more pastel kind of a color. And we're going to use this color here. Feel free to push the like button if you like the video. And then as an alternative, I'm going to use some of this primary blue. And we're going to just mix it down over here. I guess we're mixing it down with some of this lavender, and which is okay. It makes it a different shade of blue. Add some more blue to it. So it's kind of lighter. I know that nothing has happened quite yet because we are just mixing the paints down. I think we'll just start there. We're going to just put in just some color, some stripes. Maybe I will take it and run it this other direction so we can kind of get some different textures and different directions. I'll just move the brush from side to side. And we're just kind of making it up as we go along. You know, maybe we can have some wish for happy accidents. As Bob Ross says, that happy accidents. Okay, we'll come on over here to the lavender. Mix that down like that. And just kind of some color stripes down the side. Just a whole variety of different colors. And then I'm going to clean the brush off, and I'm going to add in some different coloring here. And let's go and make a green. I'm gonna spit off on some of that, and I'm gonna make a more of a darker green, and I'm gonna add in over here, and this is some yellow ochre. Essentially, is what it is. It's mix some water down, and then we're just gonna put some of this blue and mix over the blue to get kind of a green tone. Like that. Maybe mix a little bit more of the blue into it. Over here, mix some blue. And I think I want to add a little bit more yellow. I'm going to clean the brush off just because. And we're going to add some of this reflex yellow. So it's going to brighten things up. So what we have is, in here is primary blue with some yellow ochre and reflex yellow. And I'm just going to come in over the top here, kind of down here, maybe in between this one here, there. I'm going to get some white space in it. Over there. You know, just places randomly. Doesn't have to be exact. Uh-oh, I can already tell something. This is the most boring show on the internet. some guy who's not really very good at making art, trying to make art on a live stream, and people tune in for like 40 seconds and then just zip back out. So we're gonna get a second brush going on, and get a second brush going on here. Gonna just wet it down, and we're coming into this reflex rose. I'm gonna bring some of this in here. It's a whole variety of different colors. Just kind of make it feel happier. That's kind of what I'm kind of going for, is some happy tones, happy colors. We'll cover up most of the white space, just a bit of it, not all of it. And then maybe I'm going to run a total different color thing. I think I want to put some of that reflex yellow, just straight reflex yellow on this as well. Then we'll pull the tape back and see, is that all right? Let's just get another brush altogether. I'll just get this. This is a Da Vinci. It's a Da Vinci watercolor brush. The size is 3/0. It is this is a professional grade paintbrush. Of course, they're all kind of professional grade, but this one is. So it's like it's the so they cost there is a high-end. It's a high-end brush. You know, you pay $20 for a brush, and that's fairly high-end. And we're going to just come in and do a little bit of, like, it's a wash of color over the whole thing, like your final glaze. I'm going to get rid of that white space in here. Coming over it, just adding more water. Did I mention this was acrylic paints? I do paint mostly in acrylic paints. It is. It's got a little bit of a sheen over the whole thing. Now I'm going to take my hairdryer out. Well, yeah, I'm going to take the hairdryer out, and I'm going to just dry this up a little bit. So I'm going to turn the microphone off for a second so I don't blast your ears out. All right. Now, what kind of exciting things do people usually watch on YouTube and in the lives? So it's kind of got a tree shape. And there we go. Maybe it should be a little bit taller. So we'll make the next one a little bit fatter, but we're gonna just kind of finish off the thing, make a base, and make a base, maybe a little, and because you can tell now when I did that essentially that light, that reflex yellow glaze, so it kind of glazed over the whole thing, and all the colors are just slight bit altered by adding that glaze to the top of it. And so we're going to come back in and I'm going to finish this tree. And make, kind of make a, like this, kind of a tree kind of a thing, and maybe it has a little bit of a ground thing going on, like that. And kind of extend that down. But maybe just to keep in time with everything else, I will go run some straight blue into it. So it'll just kind of combine the different colors. It'll make it just a bit more. And as I'm pulling the brush across the page, I'm actually twisting it. And so we can blend those colors as we go along. And since it's a practice, it doesn't really matter, right? I think over here I'm going to take just some of this other yellow, the yellow ochre, and do it again here. There we go. Just a little texturing here. Maybe we'll come over with the other brush, and we're going to just take some of this straight reflex rose and run that in there as well, kind of in the there. And just another spot coming in. Kind of just roll that brush around. Take the colors off of it. There, I think that looks pretty cool. And as we did before, I'm gonna just come and maybe we'll try something totally different. Let's just do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a different. Let's see. Maybe we'll use this color here. This. Is there anything left of it? It's starting to dry up a bit. We'll add a little water to it, and now it's got pretty soupy there, so we're just gonna pull some of this other color into it. I might add a little of this blue. Okay. Since it is just a practice, it doesn't really matter, right? Let's just add some, like, snow coming down. I'm just kind of loading the brush up and adding and just flicking it a little bit. Get some random patterns on it. Okay, I'm going to go and pull it. That was fun, so let's just pull another color and try that. Well, no, we got some lines on here. We're going to try and do this again and not have as many lines and so forth. I think that we'll do this a second time here. Maybe we'll go with just the straight reflex rows. I'm going to put that right over here. We'll add some water to it. It's got a lot of water. Isn't there any of this color left? Yeah. That's some Azilron Crimson. All right. Let's do this. Ooh. It's not working very well. It needs more water. There we go. Should work now, huh? Yeah. Kind of getting some different splatter patterns. This is your all right. I think I want to go with, that's actually pretty cool, don't you think? Look at those patterns there. And it has a nice holiday tones. Of course, you've never seen blue and red snow before, but that's all right. You know, we're just working out of our imagination. That's the most important thing. All right, let's see here. And let's kind of go do, I think I got most of the color out. Let's do a yellow, just a yellow here. It's got some red left in the brush, so it's going to be more orangey, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to add some bunch of water to it and thin it down. And thin it down with water so it'll get the, so I can get some good splatter patterns. All right. Water's just not, still too thick. There we go. I'm not trying for perfection here. This is just to accent what we already got. I'm going to put it over here, fill in some of the space. Okay. There's that. Now, we're going to try this again. And so here's this one. This is the try one. And then the second try, we will try it. And I want to make the tree just a bit bigger and pull the base down a lot further down. Let's see. I need to take a little of this paper towel here. All right. take off some painter's tape. I'm going to run it almost clear to the top here. Let's see, where the middle is about here. Maybe we can just bend the tape around just a tad bit. So it's not a perfect triangle. Here we go. We bend the tape so it gets a bit of a different shape going on there. All right. I'm going to come closer to the top. I'm going to come over here like this. I'm going to bend the tape around. And maybe even around a little bit more. There. I think we'll do the same on this other one. There. So you see how we did that? And then we'll have some natural variations on the edges here. Maybe we can put in some more variations so it has just some more random divots and flecks, because trees aren't exactly uniform. Over here, that, and down across the bottom. We're just kind of masking out and building a shape. I think I want to make the base of the tree like this. Wait, maybe I don't want it that high. I think I want it lower. Yeah, let's make it lower. About like that. We'll make it just like that. Maybe a couple other spots here where it's not completely perfect. A little bit here. And some random areas. Maybe over here. Like that. I guess to the person who asked, am I any good at making art? Maybe I just answer that question. No, I'm not any good at making art. I'm just some random fool on YouTube making it up as they go along. And here we go. We have added some imperfections into this, and we're going to try this design again. And I'm going to go first with, what color did I have here? Okay, I think I had the red on this one. So we're just going to go through with the red first. And just remember, we're just doing lines across, twisting the brush just to get some variations of brush strokes. You don't have to be exact. It is art. It's not really a science, and so we're not being completely exact here. But I'm just doing this, and we can pull it down aside, use more wider bars as we come across. It's a nice color. I like that color. And one more. Kind of in like that. Okay. And we're going to go do some greeny. Some little greeny here. So we got green here. I mean, trees got to have green in them, don't they? And we'll put this one clear on the bottom, the greeny. Maybe it crosses over. Kind of in the middle someplace. Over there. Over here. Just kind of following the pattern all the way up to the top. As you can see, this one's going much faster than the first one. All right. There's absolutely no one online right now. If they are, they're all watching something else. And then we'll just go over to the old blue. I think we'll go take this brush. And what color is on this? Yellow. Okay, we're going to add yellow onto it. What color is on here? Yeah, yellow. All right, so I'm just going to use, this is primary yellow, and we'll mix it down in here. A bunch of water. A little more primary yellow. We might mix it with just, well, no, we'll just go over that with that color separately. And coming across, let's just go fast here. Like that. And then I'm going to wash the brush off. And I'm going to come back with that reflex yellow. And that reflex yellow right here. And I think it's just, this is Amsterdam paints, and so yellow that's reflective. That's what reflex means for the most part, is it's reflective yellow. And this is reflective red, essentially. And so I'm going to come over the top of this and just come over it. Just I'm going to fill up that white space with the reflex yellow. And it kind of acts like a final glaze too. I'm just trying to make something that has a little bit more of a bright, festive feel to it. As we know, granted, we're coming into Thanksgiving, but people give away Christmas cards and so forth at this time of year. And then I'm going to go into my reds one more time. And we're going to grab the Reflex Rose and add a bit of that. And then we're going to make the base of the tree. So we got that reflex rose right here. Oh, look, we have this purple. We didn't actually put any of this purple into it in this painting stretch. So we got some there. All right, but we'll just come on over it. Add some various random spots. Just layers of color. You know, the acrylics they dry fast, and when you want to make sure that each layer is kind of dry, a little bit dry before you start adding the next layer, because you want to add you don't want your layers and everything adding together to turn into mud, because that will happen. Okay, I'm going to come in, because this is a little bit sticky, I'm going to come in with the hair dryer. Since nobody's watching, I'm just going to turn it on. Up a little bit, and that way I can go back in and do an additional color, because I want to come in, I can add this lavender on top of it, and I think I'm going to just add that lavender almost like a glaze over the top. So we did a reflex yellow glaze, and now I'm going to do a lavender glaze over the top, and we'll just add a bunch of, we got this reflex rose mixed with a blue makes a really nice lavender color. It makes a better lavender color that I think than if you just use like mixing red and blue together with some white until it gets to the right desired shade. And so then we're going to add a bunch of water to this, a bunch more water, and make it a lot thinner, just a lot thinner. Let me just check and see how thin it is. I think I got some like there. It's semi-transparent. Let's see if we can make it a bit more transparent. I might, just for the hell of it, add some glazing fluid. Oh, I don't think I have any glazing fluid right handy here. Got some gloss medium. Now, this is a varnish. I'm not going to use that. Yeah, let's just use more water. I'm going to add more water to it. So it's starting to, you can see on here the colors are starting to, it's getting a little bit soupy here. But want to add a bit more water because I want to make this really transparent. And we want to test its transparency first before we lay it on here and get it to be more transparent. It's running pretty good. There we go. I think it's starting to get where I think it's getting to the right consistency now. All right, now let's just take a look. Just do the transparency test. Just in case you don't know what the transparency test is, I'll show you here. And so let's say we take a piece of paper here and you draw a line. You draw a line on it. And then you take your paint. Now, because that's sort of like a red line, I think we'll do a black line too. Let's do a black line. Take a piece of paper and you draw a line down on it. And we're going to test the glazing mixture that we just made to see if it's transparent. And then depending on how so you look at it here and you come down on it and you paint over it and you can see the line right underneath it. And so that is a sign. That's how you test to see if your paint is transparent or not. And so that's sufficiently transparent. So I'm going to come over this and just do it like a glaze over the top of this whole thing. It will just act like a little color shift over everything here. And the purpose of a glaze is just to can be a tone down. A lot of times when you use a glaze, you want to use a complementary color to everything. But this time we're just doing a random color glaze for the top surface. You don't necessarily need to have one. Okay, and then I'm going to come back over this and just dab out some of the color. Up here it made it a little bit muddy. Okay, and now I'm going to come back with the hair dryer and give it a little dry. So what we're doing is we're just sort of, I'm quick drying the surface just a little bit here. All right, now I'm going to take the masking tape off and see what shape we have. And it has some nice crisp lines, which is what I wanted. But also I used these jagged lines, so it has a nice kind of a shape. I like that. It looks pretty good. It's looking good. And there we go. It does have some bleed over. So when I start doing this for real, that's actually a really interesting shape. Yeah. And then you do this kind of different every time, and so it has kind of a randomness to it. And we're going to come back in and we'll make the base of the tree. Got the green over here. I'll mix a little blue in, so coming down here. Blue-green is kind of nice too. And then I'll just put in a few random lines over here, kind of signify the ground. We're gonna have this lavender left. We'll just take some of that too. Maybe put a little white in here. I'm just kind of mixing it down. All right, it wants to go that way, so we'll do it that way. That lavender's a really nice color. I like it. I think that's what it is land. Well, Demoden, welcome. Welcome. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. I've been doing a lot of painting for other people. And I'm kind of working on like last night we did this. We did this one last night. And this is a Christmas card design. And this is Santa Claus's Christmas ship coming to your port from China. That's that. And so I'm just working on a Christmas card design. Anyway, because I have a lot of Christmas cards I need to finish up really soon. I have to put them in the mail. My client has already paid for them, so I'm trying to make some new, some different designs. There we go. I think that's good like that. And then, as I did with the other one, I did a kind of a. I think that looks pretty cool, though. You think that looks cool? It's got this nice multicolor thing going on. Yeah. Let's just finish this thing up, and then I got to get to work. Actually. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but that's fine. I didn't want to mix those colors in there. Thank you. Well, I'm giving it my best shot here. Was your name Edward or Edmund? Was that what your name was, if I remember right? I think I try to think of that's what it was. It's kind of an E name. Is it getting cold over there in your part of the country? Part of the world, I mean? Okay, I'm gonna go with just this reflex rose. Hi, Sam. So you quit smoking for good 10 days ago. Yeah. You know, it's rough, but just keep on going. Just keep on not smoking. I am doing a Christmas card design. I'm working on a new Christmas card design, and that's what we're doing here. And I'm actually just finishing it's 2 degrees, -2. So you're, what, 5 degrees below freezing? So what you would be in Fahrenheit is like, what, 28 degrees? No, 5, maybe 25 degrees or something. So it's not. Well, no, hold on, because 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I think that there's like, yes, point of freezing, and which is in the United States, that is 32 degrees. And so you're below freezing. Yeah. Let's see if this is enough here. I can go and get some kind of some color drops. We're just I used to know the conversion. Well, actually, when I was younger, I would just do the set up the problem and set the math problem up, and then I'd just come up with my own conversion chart. If I just thought hard enough, I could probably just do that too. Because I think as the 2080s, yeah, exactly. I was right the first time. Because like each degree Celsius is like 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. And then we're gonna come over. Let's clean that brush out. Yeah, I know you're from Spain. And yeah. Okay, Sam. Damiden is in Russia and you are in Spain, and so one of my lights just burned out. I need to go plug it in soon. And so, and there we go. We'll use some of this. This color is kind of a dirty green color, but I think we can add a little white to it. And oh, it's not, that's just completely off camera here. All right, I'm going to move the whole thing over like that. There we go. This is like your quick and dirty method for doing things like rain or snow or something like that. You just load your brush up with it has to be pretty soupy. It's had a lot of fluid in it, and then just give it a flick. Splatter art. That I think I want to do one other color, and yes, sir, it is because I don't. I actually, for me personally, man, I just like to skip the entire Christmas holiday altogether. But I have clients that like Christmas cards, and so I do I do Christmas cards for them, and I'm just working on, like I said, a new design that's faster. So, like for instance, I did show you. Oh, they already put Christmas lights up there too. So, like this is a new Christmas card design for me too. You can see here, there's a Christmas tree on top of this rock that's in the sea. And then, as I showed before, this is Santa's container ship sleigh going around the world. Yeah, but that one, those paintings take a huge chunk of time to create, and so I always wanted to come up with something different that I can do way faster, and that's what we're doing today. So this is the second one of these that I've done. Um, in this hour. Yeah. Yeah, Christmas lights go up just after Halloween, kind of right before Anyway, I think this is done. This is as done as I'm going to do it. And then, but anyways, I'll tell you a story about when I was working at the casino. And this was when I went on the floor. I moved away from the buffet where I was cashiering as a food and beverage cashier. And then I went out on the gaming room floor. Yeah, you did. What kind of talk did you have to do? Yeah. Well, anyways, I took a job on the floor for more money because it was a tip based job, and the floor being that's the floor where the table games are and the slot machines, and you go around and you ask people if they want like liquor, or they want their liquor or their beer, wine, or they want maybe coffee or soda pop while they're sitting there playing the machines. Well, that this one year that I did it, they started playing Christmas music 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and the Thanksgiving holiday is this week, and so we're looking at like mid-November. They started playing the Christmas music, but the oh yeah, it was about your personal well-being. And and so I got so and then with the Christmas music track, they only had a limited number of songs that they could play, and I was on the graveyard shift, and I heard every song play like every 2 hours for 6 weeks, and I was just going nutso in my brain from having like and then I was out Christmas shopping, and I totally went off on someone um for the Christmas music because it was just I was hearing the same damn song at every so you got a 95 out of 100% on your talk about your personal well-being. Well, that's congratulations on that. That's great. Yeah. Anyways, that's enough talk about me and me going crazy because I don't like Christmas music. I mean, I don't mind Christmas music like 1 or 2 days out of the year, but I certainly don't like to listen to Christmas music for 6 weeks out of the year. And but that's not bad. So if Christmas, that's the drawback about working in like either retail or you're working in a public setting and they have that damn Christmas music on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you go kind of batty. But this is funny. I could listen to like Pink Floyd, like and blues and jazz and that kind of music over and over and over again and not get sick of it. But for some reason, I get sick of Christmas music. Yeah. Anyway, Sam, that's great. 95% on a personal talk about your own personal well-being. So did everybody get high scores, or did you get the highest score in your class? But anyway, so what we did today is we did these two, and I think this one was better than this one. This one's a little bit more muddier. Oh, so they got music blasting through town year round. That's got to be pretty annoying. So you got the highest mark. Well, that's awesome. So I do think that's a better looking design, but actually what's the design is fine. I think it's that I put a color glaze over the top of this, and I think I don't need to do that. So I think I'm going to go with this. Yeah. This kind of a color scheme going on. Anyways, you know what? I've got to go because I got some work I got to do. And yeah, I gotta do work today, and so this was my warm up to work. And I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. For Sam, for Demadem. I'm at the 1 hour mark, and I'm going to call it a night. And I'll be back on next Saturday, because this is a holiday week for me. It's a holiday for me, and I'm going to take my holidays. And so I'll be back next Saturday for something else. Bye-bye, and have a great week. And we'll see you the next time. Bye.